inside. We're on the outside. Much deeper. Nearly spins.
Wow.
Side by side here. The wins on his second outing. Then Hoop spins.
How's it going?
I forgot to unmute my mic. I just realized. Yo. Okay, reset. Welcome everyone to the stream. This is definitely the first time I've ever forgot to unmute myself. We're back. It's Spielberg. It's a sprint. We've got a new commentator. His name is Bossman. He just said hello. You could hear him, but you couldn't hear what I was saying. It's gonna be an interesting one. Okay, that was a bit of a messy start, but we got off in the end. Arab's meant to be joining us too, but he's late. Classic Arab. I think he's watching somebody open FIFA packs. But Spielberg, we've got to produce some prediction. Now, Bossman's a little bit unfamiliar with the drivers themselves, so he might find it difficult for specific predictions. But what are you expecting from a race at a track like Spielberg in general? Like,
Well, it's gonna be it can be a technical track. You know, you get into the late part of the second sector, turns kind of 4 through 8, kind of a technical section. So if you're a good technical driver, you know, I think you can make your way up through the field. But having watched some of the previous races this season, Melon has been on a tear. So if I had to bet, I would say Melon's gonna take this one.
yeah, damn. Melon does have a history of not being so good with a one-shot qualifying, so he's gonna be looking to change that today, definitely. We're gonna have Max Fan now give you guys a run of the track at Spielberg, or the Red Bull Ring as some may call it.
Hello everybody, this is Max Fan and I'm gonna take you for a lap of Austria. Take control. So, you want to open the DRS as always for the main straight. Use as much curve as you can on the left. Avoid the curve on the apex into turn 1. Just get on the pole as early as you can for the long run on the straight. The left king turn 2 is flat as you would have thought. For turn 3, brake right after the 100 meter board. Leave the apex, get on the power as early as you can. Do not sprint just like me. Use open the DRS and carry on for this small straight. Brake right before the advertisement board on the top. Use 4th gear on the apex. Get on the power. Here, you will definitely want to drop 2 gears. Avoid the curve on the inside, you might spin out. Use the curve on the outside. Here, drop 1 gear. Come get on the power midway to the corner. Use the curve on the right. You want to use the curve on the left. Drop 1 gear, left side tap on the brakes. Extend the track limit. 5th gear. Ahead the track limit. And that will be a lap of Austria.
Well, thank you, Max Fan, for that. Taking a look at the driver standings now, we can see Alfa Romeo still in the lead, but he is within a win, obviously a 25-point gap from Melon now. So if EDNS and Melon wins, I think even if he comes P2 in EDNF, he's going to take the win. Obviously, a bit more variables with the sprint. They can be a factor for that too. So that's the gap we've got to keep an eye on. Thomas Vink is also someone we can't count out. He does. He's got to be someone to look out for. Arab, what are you expecting today? Who are you predicting for the win?
I don't know. I saw Melon practicing, so I think I'm gonna have to give it to Melon. I think he could take the lead of the championship today if he wins on the. He takes the 8 points from the sprint. and then Alpha Male comes P3, P4. I think Melon will take lead of the championship.
Damn. Got some melon love right now from the commentators.
I also said Melon.
Yeah, he did. Constructors wise, you can see Red Bull currently leading the way, but now with the transfer of Alfa Romeo from Williams to Ferrari, I think they're gonna be picking up a fight with Red Bull for sure. But yeah, that's about the rundown of the standings. We're gonna get going soon with the race. Got a couple minutes to go, and we are gonna try to waffle with each other to fill in the time. How is your guys' days doing, commentator crew?
It's good. You know, I had to complete some homework
Yeah.
for university, you know, but
Classic.
Classic. Yeah. My
Did
day.
Did anyone pack anything on the FIFA? In the
My day is going. No, there's like absolute doo-doo.
yeah.
Not a single walkout. I mean, there was a couple of team of the weeks, but you know, walkouts were nowhere to be found. There wasn't even good fodder. There was nothing even above 85. The packs were just horrible.
Yeah.
So the day's been ruined.
what packs was he pulling from?
FIFA packs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you mean like actual ones.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is it called? Like it's just the top tier packs, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there should be like some good stuff, like these packs are hard to get. It wasn't just regular gold packs.
Oh, okay.
So I'm kind of surprised. Yeah.
You should have had a pretty good chance at getting like a pretty good card, but
No,
no walkouts.
absolute garbage.
Did
Unfortunately.
they open all 100?
No, he's at he opened 30 so far.
Oh.
I'm checking, waiting. So in total, 90 packs have been opened. Nothing good. Someone though did pull an Mbappe. Currently going for 15 million coins.
It's a lot of coins.
That is a lot of coins, yeah. The most expensive card, I think, right now.
How do you even get 15 million coins?
So that's the part I don't understand. I think some people would just buy the coins. I know you could buy coins from within FIFA, but I don't even know how much that would translate to. I'm guessing that's over $1,000 of coins.
Yeah, probably.
Something's going on with Imagine and why he's struggling to join. I'm trying my best. There he is. Okay, he's in. Are we missing anybody? I don't believe that we are.
You guys watch the virtual Le Mans?
Oh yeah,
I did not.
We all know what happened with that. Well, I guess Ab doesn't if he didn't see it.
Well, no. I mean, I watched. I knew what happened with Max Verstappen, but other than that, I didn't watch it.
Who is not in? Luca, obviously. Classic Luca being late.
Luca will always arrive late.
He's always arriving just on half past. Some issues. Imagine's having some connection issues. Classic F1.
Classic EA.
We all love to see it. Well, Luca's in. Alright, I think we're gonna have to go. Because I think the issue that Imagine's having is on his end, so.
Is faded in the lobby.
Yeah, Fade is in. It's just Imagine that is missing.
Okay. If we could get your point of view.
My point of view.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm looking at nothing. I'm just the stream, Discord stream.
Negative IQ moment. Hole everywhere today. Nah, there we go.
Alright, everyone's readying up. We're about to go into the one-shot
19
qualifying.
average.
Alright, get ready, boys. One-shot qualifying is about to get going. That's going to start. Decide the grid for the sprint race, obviously. 12-lap sprint is not that short of a sprint race, to be fair. It's more of a 25%. Obviously, Austria has a short track, so a lot more laps.
12 minutes of sprint, 15 I think with safety car.
Yeah, I mean,
It looks dry for the one-shot qualifying, at least.
I don't think it's ever been wet, like, you know, randomly wet at Austria.
It was on in TSC. I know because I raced there.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it was. That was the
Yeah.
first time I think
That
I've ever
was
seen
just
it.
a sprint, so
Yeah. I wonder if they take effect of the current climate. I highly doubt that though.
yeah, it could. Obviously, we've got approximate on, so we can have some changeable weather for sure. Obviously, people are getting their setups on and stuff. I wonder, does the tire allocation actually change anything
I think you get one extra set
of
for the
mediums?
sprint. Yeah.
So you can have 3 mediums basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have
But
to
you can
obviously.
swap it for a soft if you want. Or a hard compound, I think.
All right, well, we're about
We
to
have
go.
some drivers with qualified bands, right? I think.
Not this week. And you
No.
don't, qualifying bans are not served at sprint races anyway, so. Alright guys, here we go with a one-shot qualifying. Drivers got to keep looking out for is Melon Alfa Romeo. So let's see what they can do. I'll turn on the track map real quick. Currently we've got Melon and Alfa Romeo, P1 and P2. Let's see if Melon can keep it clean for this whole lap, as has been his issue with one-shot qualifying in the past. Alfa Romeo pushed himself up to P1, currently slightly faster than Melon, but these guys are neck and neck. Not a lot separating between these two.
Melon
Melon
had
a
a.
snap.
That's what I was about to say. Is he had a
Yeah.
little bit of a rough exit.
House is not doing bad either. Thomas Vink is in the mix. Oh, Alfa Romeo losing out a little bit, jumping back up. That just means the times are really, really close right now. This final sector is going to be the distinguisher. 2 more corners to go. Melon currently in the lead. Is he going to take pole position here at Spielberg? Final corner. It looks like he's done that pretty cleanly. And Melon takes pole position by 2/10 over Alfa Romeo. That is just what he wanted coming out the gates. It's going to be a very, very interesting race. Alfa Romeo just behind 2/10 though for a one-shot qualifying. Melon was not leaving much out there.
There's a pretty good lap, and then you've got second, third, and fourth all within a tenth of each other. Should be a pretty interesting race.
For sure. Rated, I hope he does not get any connection issues. But he has done a pretty good lap to himself in P4. Cast as well, even with a bit of a sickness that he's dealing with, goes up in P5. Philip coming back after missing the last 2 races. Doing good, P6. See the rest of the field right there.
Yeah, top 10 with all within a second. Let's see what they could do. Are you
Right.
expecting a safety car?
It can get pretty crazy at Austria.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Like you're really because the track limits are quite not bad. Like going over the curbs and stuff. People are gonna really push each other to the limits, and Robin is racing at this track for sure.
A
Definitely,
lot
you
like
have to look out.
NASCAR.
Yeah. You also have to look out for track limits coming out of the final corner. The cars tend to go a little wide. Uh, right through there.
Yeah, this track is one of the most difficult with track limits. Penalties are gonna really hurt you. You get them. You really want to stay out of the warnings.
Track limits really through that whole last section is a big deal. I mean, the second to last corner is just as easily overrun as the last corner.
Well, here we go. We've got 5 lights on. 5 lights out. And the drivers go for the Austrian Grand Prix. Melon gets a pretty good start over Alfa Romeo. Looks like Thomas Vinks kept P3. They're 3 wide going into turn 1, but they've kept it clean. Calces jumps faded on the start at the back. Is absolute craziness. Looks like Antonio is not managed to gain any positions. Folks has dropped down to P16. I'm not sure what's happened there. Seeing the midfield almost 3-4 wide here. It's such a clutter. Managing to get through. Oh, a contact there. And looks like Daniel Bodnar has felt the brunt of that. Unfortunate for him.
It was a great start by some of the guys at the back going 3 and 4 wide. Really a tight battle back there for points.
Yeah, indeed. I wonder if anyone has got damage from that, but I don't think you can see anything. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just gonna say that was definitely going into turn 4. Multiple rows of multiple cars. They were surprised that there wasn't a major accident. That safety car didn't come out. As we can see here, side by side, Luke and Counterfeit. Looks like we have an issue in second P, and that's Focus. I think he may have received damage from that first lap incident.
Yeah, it's not looking good for him. Up ahead, the gap is pretty small between Calces and Thomas. I don't think anyone's going to be pushing this early to go for a move. Counterfeit and Luke are still side by side, though. Counterfeit has used up all his ERS. He's down to 10%, trying to hold this position. You can see Brim is squeezing him out wide, trying to get his teammate to go past, and he looks like he's about done that because Brim has just gone up into P9. Is Luke going to be able to sneak through too? He's trying to go down the side. There's a bit of contact, and Counterfeit goes round. That's unfortunate. Oh, man. I don't know. I think Luke behind went just a little bit too late there on the brakes.
Yeah, he definitely saw no ERS. He wanted to make a move on there.
Nick K there was fine with Luke as he's trying to pick up the scraps, but didn't manage to get past Antonio. Ran kicks, gone up 4 positions. Nick K up 6. A good start for him as Melon is pumping out fastest laps right now. Already got that 1 second gap. Yeah.
Even Alfa Romeo starting to pull away from Thomas Vink. He's got an 0.8 of a second gap back to third. As it closes down a little bit. Maybe Alfa Romeo made a mistake. Down to just over 0.6 of a second.
You can see Luca
Side by
now.
side, Faded and Luca going into sector 2. Who's going to go be ahead? Faded is going to be ahead on the outside line, while Luca has the inside line. Faded makes the corner, puts himself into P5. Back with Philip and Kudos. Looks like Kudos has made the position on in front of Philip.
Antonio and Nick K side by side. Really pushing each other here. Nick K trying to get his 7th overtake. And he does it up into P11. One step closer into those points. Vinks trying to go for the move on Brim. Alfa Romeo versus McLaren has been the story for P10 most of this race. Most of this season. And it looks like Vinks has won that battle. This fighting has just allowed Nick K and Antonio to close up behind. What a start for Melon though. 1.5 seconds already. Absolutely lightning.
It's a tremendous start. He just keeps pulling away. Although Alfa Romeo may not be pushing a ton, but because it's a sprint race, but still 1.6 seconds is monumental.
Yeah, it's no small feat. The gaps in the midfield is very, very small right now. 2/10, 1/10 between some drivers.
Grim got a tough exit there. Nick K's all over his gearbox. Coming out of 8. He might have a shot at him into only turn 1 with a little bit of DRS.
I wonder if he's going to decide to make the move here. He's using a little bit of DRS, but not pushing too hard. You can see a Brim ahead is definitely using. Wants to conserve, doesn't want to use up all his DRS too quickly, because at this track, DRS definitely is a decider. He's going to push now. He's got the DRS on, has the DRS. He's not gaining that much. See, Brim is using it for himself. Is he going to go for the move, trying to defend this? He's on the inside line. Covers the inside. Oh, negating the traction pool. I can't believe it. He's just lost on the traction, goes straight into the wall. I hope he didn't get damaged for that, but his race was going so well up until that point. That is so unfortunate.
It looked like he just got a snap of oversteer on the exit, maybe got on the curb, and the back end just came around on him.
Unlucky. Happens to the best of us. It's very difficult traction zone out of that corner. You see, first person victim to it is Nick K. I mean, now, since Alfa Romeo doesn't have the DRS to help him out, Thomas Vink is kind of in control of when he wants to try and pull the move for the overtake. Oh my god, he's got Calcis pushing him behind.
He does have a little pressure from behind now.
What's going on in the midfield there? That is an absolute battle on our hands between Stra and Antonio. What? Oh, there's contact!
Oh! What happened?
What's happened? These guys collided.
That looked like it was on Antonio. He looked like he swerved to avoid the Alfa Romeo.
He's beached.
Who's beached?
Straw.
Oh, he's stuck. He can't do
Oh,
anything.
that's unfortunate.
That's going to pull out the safety car as well.
Yeah.
You can't reset the track as well because that... Well...
That automatically, oh, well, that's unfortunate. I think he's just going to have to retire. But can he even retire? Oh, okay, no.
No, it's unfortunate.
What happened? It looked like they both got out of the corner, and then they were like synchronized spinning.
Yeah. I mean, there were 3 wide. I guess one person just doesn't see the other, and... Yeah. Luke has damage. He's going to be boxing for a new front wing.
It's Straw debut race as well. Transferred from Tier B to Tier A. Not the way how you want things to go.
At least the sprint race has got a bit of a second chance in the real one.
Uh-huh.
See, some people are boxing for softs. Most people have opted to stay out. The mediums are going to be good for the rest of this race.
Softs is an interesting strategy choice. I don't know. If I were up at the front, I don't know that I would take the softs. But towards the back, I mean, you don't really have much to lose. You just kind of gotta go full tilt to the end.
Yeah, definitely. It's a bit of a send, you know. If you're not really in the points, it's not really going for you. Just go for it on the softs. You've got nothing to lose. You have a lot of positions to have to gain, so this is going to help. Looks like the safety car is going to go for one more lap. Allow the rest of the guys to catch up. Nothing's really going on right now. We're gonna cut to ads. Remember, guys, if you don't want to see the ads, subscribe. Subscribe to Twitch Prime if you wanna. You know the drill. People know the drill. Hey, boss man, I'm sorry for cutting you off at the start. I didn't know when you were gonna jump in, so I was like, I'm just gonna go for it.
No, you're good. You're good.
On the next one, you've got it though. I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay. I wasn't you jumped in and I wasn't quite sure whether to go or not.
Yeah,
and
no,
I
it's fine
just
though.
kinda let you
It's
do it.
it's our first time. We'll get over it. This is gonna be
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Feel free to just jump and just talk whenever you want, if you want to.
Yeah. That crash did look like it was on Antonio. Though I think he kind of swerved to miss the Alfa Romeo and hit Straw.
Yeah. Well, safety car is going to be in this lap now. The safety car is just allowed for the gap between Melon and Alfa Romeo to close right down. So Alfa Romeo has got a bit of a second chance to go at him. The amount of pace Melon's had, he probably is not going to be too afraid, but and he's got to do his best. Alfa Romeo's got to do his best to stick with him. Get a good restart. Melon has been one to do really good on these restarts. Leave it quite late, catch the other drivers off guard. We'll see if we can keep that up here. Looks like Melon's gone there. And a pretty decent restart. He's got already a 7/10 gap. Looks like Alfa Romeo just really wasn't ready for that one. At the back. Looks like Bold just happened. Something's just happened to Bold. He's off at, looks like the final turn. Alfa Romeo now is under pressure from Thomas Vink. He's pushing with the ERS. He's going to have to go to the outside line. Thomas Vink on the inside. They leave each other enough room. Thomas Vink tries to put him on a bit of the curb. Hurt his traction a little bit, but these guys still side by side. Coming down to turn 4. Thomas Vink again on the inside. He's going to be able to brake late enough. Still has the inside line. Alfa Romeo is going to have more momentum around the outside. It looks like he's just going to be able to squeeze ahead. Thomas Vink is not giving up that easy though. Still has the outside brakes late. Alfa Romeo and Thomas Vink. What a fight is going on right now. No driver wants the yield and Thomas Vink squeezes ahead. Wow, what an overtake. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold that one out.
And you know who that helped?
Melon.
Melon. 1.7 seconds on that. Really through that first 2 sectors.
He is absolutely clear right now. That's going to help his way to his sprint win here at Spielberg. Right now, Thomas Vink has got to do his best to hold off the driver behind in Alfa Romeo. A mistake right now is going to be so costly because these guys are so close. In the restart, the softs have not really helped anybody make any moves so far.
Well, I thought the softs would definitely make a little bit of a difference, but maybe the fact that we haven't been on these medium tires long enough, the crossover point hasn't really hit, and the softs aren't really as effective.
Yeah, I mean, the softs just burn up so quickly on this track.
DRS is now enabled on the stop, and the Alfa Romeo is definitely going to try to use that to his advantage. Try to catch up back to Thomas Vink. Currently 5/10 ahead, or behind Thomas Vink, sorry. See if he's going to make a move with DRS active now. Pushing straight. I think he's going to wait until the final lap to make a move.
I mean,
just so he can get closer and closer.
His ERS is absolutely in the gutter right now. And Thomas Vink is sitting on a much nicer number. He's got much more to play with. Casas as well got a lot more to play with. So I think you could see, oh, what just happened to Luke? He's beached as well. He's lost it out of turn 3. And he's lost his front wing and his beach. That just came out of the session pretty much.
There's like a little divot, I guess, right in that part of the track. It goes all the way through.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like a curb. Like, it's just...
Yeah, there is no curb. It's just a flat downhill, I guess. That's unfortunate. Look, the drivers are out.
2 people beached in this sprint race. That is unreal. And Folks has just inherited P10 because of that. Obviously no points. Only the top 8 are going to get points in the sprint race. We're heading into the final lap now. It looks like Alfa Romeo is not going to be close enough to go for a move on Thomas Vink. He's using ERS, using DRS, but Thomas Vink is far enough ahead at the moment. Calces He's not going to be able to. He had a bit of a look there, but just isn't close enough. Alpha, see, Antonio and Nick K are going at it right now. Brim and Kudos as well. Brim has just gone up into P8 and he's taken that final point scoring position away from Kudos. I don't know if a mistake was made there.
Here comes Alfa Romeo, though. It's down to just over 0.3 of a second. A mistake from Thomas Vink could definitely lend to a pass, although Calcis look to the outside in turn number 9. Can't quite get the move done. He will head around the final corner, and Melon will win the sprint race in Austria. Thomas Vink comes home second, Alfa Romeo third, Calcis fourth, Faded fifth, Luca in 6th, Philip 7th, and Brim will round out the points.
Ah, what a sprint race. Melon coming out the gates hot. Thomas Vink jumping Alfa Romeo there into P2 to come himself onto the front row for the race. This is just what Melon wanted. Obviously, that's only a 2-point swing, but I mean,
2 points.
any kind of gain can help him in the long run.
Yeah, it's gonna bring down their deficit to 14 points. I think, yeah, if Melon wins the race as well, I think if he gets the fastest full 26 points, he'll be good. I think he's gonna take P1.
Yeah, and obviously, he's going to be putting a lot of pressure on Alfa Romeo now, with the amount of pace that he has. Not a lot is looking like it will stop him. Guy's got to get the strategy right to try and top Melon.
It's definitely could be a tough race, but you know, maybe with some variable weather,
True, we don't know what it's going to be like.
we could definitely see. Well, it looks sunny.
Yeah,
That can always change late in the race.
absolutely. Obviously, being on an approximate, not even the drivers really know what exactly is going to happen. Just waiting now for these guys to ready up on the grid. There you go. 25 seconds till we go. And lights out is all on you, boss. I'm not going to cut you off.
I will take it from here.
Yes, he's got it.
I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
We're ready.
The race? All right. Well, as long as you're ready, I'm ready. These fans are ready. The drivers are ready as we head to the grid for lights out. Five red lights. Lights out and away we go. A little bit of a delayed start. Melon gets a fantastic start. Thomas Vink tried to get a great start on the inside. He'll keep second position over Alfa Romeo. They're 2 and 3 wide at the back. That's Faded and Luca, dude. We have cars off at the back. That's Antonio and Focuser. Melon keeps the lead 1/10 of a second as they go 3 wide further back, and we have a crash. That's the Haas that went up the inside of the Alpine as a Mercedes goes around at the exit of turn number 4. It's all kicking off here on lap number 1.
Damn, what a crazy start. The people are not wasting any time to try and get moves done. And sometimes that can just be your downfall. Braking too late there. I think it was the Haas making it the real wide at the hairpin there is just not going to work out every time. See the winners there. Nick K, what a start there, going up 4 positions. Straw going up 7 positions, just staying out the mess. You can see it's just worked for him.
That was a start with Antonio being in the pit lane at the exit of the pit lane in reverse. I wonder what happened to him. It looks like counterfeit was also spun around. The biggest loss is from Philip. He's down 10th position. Started P7, now in P17. Let's see what kind of comeback he can make. As it looks like Faded and Nikkei are trading places.
Yeah, Nick definitely let him buy it there.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're on different strategies, and you can see the rest of the field, what their strategies are looking like. Pretty split between the alternate and the regular medium to hard. So obviously the safety cars are gonna, if they're then gonna come out, they're definitely gonna affect those. Some people are gonna come out better than others.
Thomas Ving through these first 2 laps really hasn't let Melon get away. It's stated about 0.3 of a second, which is really shocking. Maybe with some DRS, the Red Bull can overtake the Alpha Tauri.
Yeah, he's not even pushing that hard with the DRS, so he's sticking with him. He's got good pace, Thomas Vink, he does. And the DRS is just going to help him stay with him longer. You see, he's got it now.
He didn't get a great exit out of turn 1 as Brim goes side by side with Faded down the straightaway into turn number 4. That's Faded on the outside, a little bit of a contact. Brim will go up the inside. They'll keep it clean on the exit, and that allows Nick K to get around Faded.
Here he goes, switches to the outside line, has the help of DRS. Brim late on the brakes, trying to keep him behind. These 2 Alpines fighting him for it. It looks like Nick is going to let Faded through again. The team play coming out strong, but it is pretty intense in the midfield right now. No room for error. We've got yellow flags, and that looks like Daniel Bodner and Bold have come together. Unfortunate. The pressure's being put on Brim right now by Faded. He's right on his nose. Or his rear, sorry, I should say. There he goes, Faded with the help of DRS. Blows right past him. The straight line speed just can do absolutely nothing. But now he's going to have DRS on this next straight. Coming up towards turn 3. But he decides not to push with any ORS. Still has a lot of speed. So playing it a little bit safe. Brim has a look, but decides not to go down the inside. Very close there to the rear of Faded's Alpine. But stays in P7 for now. Obviously, we know alternate strategy is usually the fastest one of pretty much every track. This one's got to be included. So if there's going to be no safety cars, Melon is looking good right now. We've had a few collisions, but nothing has resulted in anything major. No DNF so far. Faded sets the fastest lap of the race. Nick K and Brim side by side. Nick K gets ahead.
Yeah, looks like Nick K was doing the move on Brim on the straight. Brim is going to get the DRS now. He's going to get the attacking move back on Nick K. He's going to go down the hairpin. So he's going around the outside. Let's see, can he make the move stick? Nick K is down on the inside. Breaks a little later than him. Keeps his 7th position. Kudos. Looking at these 2 fight. He's going to want to join in. Looks like Nick K got the DRS over Brim, so I think Brim was ahead for a moment. It's definitely helped him. Ooh, I shot goes in a little close.
Thomas Vink is sticking with Melon right now. That's doing good for him. He's not letting him go anytime soon. As Counterfeit picks up the first 3-second time penalty of the session. Like Brim might be dropping off a little here. Stry is really close to the back of Kudos. I'm thinking Stry might be looking to follow Kudos through when he decides to make the move on Brim.
I think Stry's going to have a hard time since this is basically the DRS train with Brim leading it once again. No, Nick K is actually leading it this time. Oh. Stry got a better exit. Just go back. We have a yellow flag in sector 1. Antonio.
Yeah, something's happened to him
is.
again. Unfortunate. Race not going so crazy. Folks has kind of recovered it though. He's back in P12, not too far from the points positions. I think he had a
He's on
contact
that.
on the opening laps, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's on that alternate strategy, which is definitely going to help him get past some of these medium tire runners.
I'm wondering if Melon's having to use a lot of ERS to stay with Melon. Oh, sorry.
Thomas Vink.
Yeah. See, Melon's on 50%. Thomas Vink is really
Oh.
looking good. You got about 80%.
But don't forget, Thomas Vink is on the faster tires, so
True. He's not having to push as hard.
yeah, I think Melon is just waiting for his tires to drop off, and he has a DRS as well. Oh, looks like we got Kudos and Brim going side by side. Brim makes the move on to Kudos. Straw is looking to fall behind, but doesn't look like he's able to do it.
Yeah, Brim's still trying to defend his position from Kudos. Looks like he's just about done it there. Caught a glimpse of that final action.
Antonio is going to be wishing for a safety car right now as he's 12 seconds behind on the mediums, which I think are falling off now after a couple of spins.
I mean, that's going to be his only ticket back into this race.
Yeah.
Also, any kind of safety car, any of the hard runners are going to be pretty screwed with the strategy. So, Bill Gamer, thanks for the follow, my man.
It's definitely more riskier to run the hard tire strategy here with the early safety cars.
Yeah. These guys have kept it clean. Well, no one's in the wall so far.
Alfa Romeo's kept it pretty close with Thomas Vink, though. It's down to 0.4 of a second. I don't know what it was before, but these three are...
Well, obviously, mediums versus hards has helped them out.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you could
yeah,
cover
yellow
these
flag
three with a
expected too.
blanket.
Daniel Bodnar coming out of
It's
He's really
2,
struggling.
3.
Yeah.
Looks like he's been in multiple incidents.
I wonder if Thomas Vink is going to want to get the move done on Melon so that Alfa Romeo doesn't jump him, as he is closing down on him. What lap did the mediums fit?
The tires don't really go off that fast. You can pit as late as like lap 16. You can pit quite late on the circuit.
So do the softs work here or no? As
Oh,
Antonio
we've
has
got a
gone off
yellow
again.
flag. That's Antonio again.
I think his tires are just gone.
Yeah. Very struggling. I mean, we're going to be coming to a point now where the mediums and the hards are going to start crossing over. Here's Straw coming down the inside of Kudos. He leaves him enough room. Still side by side. I think Kudos is just about edged ahead. Yes, he has on the outside. We've got a train right now between Brim, Kudos, and Straw. Okay, it's gone absolutely clear from these guys from the fighting they've done.
Kudos has DRS. Brim does not. Kudos will look to the inside in turn number 1. Can't get the move done, but he'll be all over the gearbox as we have an Alpine around.
That's faded.
It's faded.
Oh, man.
Here goes Kudos for the move into turn number 3. He'll get the move done around the outside. Brim will fight back on the inside. They're wheel to wheel. That'll allow Straw to close in on him. Kudos looks like he's got the advantage. It'll be tough, though, in turn 4. Brim fights back on the inside, wheel to wheel. Brim will get the move done, and now Straw looking to the inside of Kudos.
Kudos overtook Brim, and he just took it straight back. What defense we're seeing from Brim right now. He's not letting Kudos do anything to him, keeping that position for himself. And that is allowing Luke right now to stick with these guys at the back in P10. His teammate. We finished lap 10 of this race. Mediums are going to start to wear more and more now. I feel like the AlphaTauri guys might have just got it right. And here's Strag trying to go down the inside of Luke. They're still side by side. Strag's trying to defend his position, but Luke, it looks like he's managed to make that overtake stick. He's gone up into P9. Another position for McLaren gain. Strag going straight back down the inside, but backs out there quite smartly. Oh!
Focuser around the outside of Straw now, and Focuser gets the move done up into 9th.
Focuser just took 2 positions right there. I don't know what happened to Luke. Under traction or something. Just completely lost control of the car. Had a huge moment. And he drops right back to P11 out of the points. And Focuser took those positions right from those guys. What a recovery for him. Oh! Thomas Vink has lost it. He's in the grass. What has happened up ahead? I don't think that the gaps weren't that close. I don't think there could have been any contact, but I'm not going to say anything to be sure.
No, it was about half a second before he spun in turn 1. I don't think Alfa Romeo was anywhere near him. I think he might have just lost it on the exit.
I mean, that is really, really unfortunate, but he's not out of the race. He's only dropped down to P6 as Focuser, his teammate, trying to make moves up the midfield, goes up into P8. Kodos going for a switchback on him. He might have just made it down. These guys are still side by side going through this middle sector. They're leaving just about enough room out there. Focuser's just about stretched ahead. Kudos, he's trying to find a way through, but it looks like he's giving that one up. And Melon is almost got that 1 second gap. How's Alfa Romeo got DRS? Yes, he has. He's just about staying in it. He's having to use a lot of ERS though. I'm sorry, I cut someone off there. What are you going to say?
Oh, that was... Kudos really had to back off there in turn 8. You really can't go side by side through there.
Yeah. Alfa Romeo is doing his best to stay with Melon ahead. He's doing a decent job. There's Luke going down the inside and he's force faded off wide there. They're still side by side. Luke hasn't done enough to keep the position for now. His Fade is still going at him. He goes deep. Faded gets the switchback on the ERS, on the power. Is he going to be able to make this move stick? As we're up ahead, Thomas Vink and Nick K going side by side. There's a bit of contact. And Nick K stays in P5. And Fader got ahead of Luke. Lap
Thomas
14
Vink
now.
might have just clipped Nick K. He did a good job not to lose it on the exit.
Yeah, I was almost sure that was going to result in some kind of spin during this game's contact physics.
Focuser around the outside of Brim. They'll battle side by side into turn 3. Focuser still on the outside.
Oh!
And Focuser lost it into the wall.
That is so unfortunate. His teammate is going at it with Nick K right now. And that's a virtual safety car. Just as Thomas Vink was ahead. Thomas Vink stays in P5 because of that. I'm not sure what happened with Focuser. I don't think there was any contact there to cause him to go off. But the point of view wasn't that helpful. We have a virtual safety car. Are some of the medium runners going to decide to pit? Looks like Alfa Romeo is staying out. How Cess is boxing. He is on the hards. And he's boxing. I don't know if that's the play. But he's going for it. Thomas Vink is going for it. I think it might be smart from these guys on the mediums to just box. You're going to save a little bit of time on the pit delta. And that could be the decider. Okay, a bunch of them are jumping in right now. How's Cess going for it on the mediums though? Oh, as Daniel Bodnar gets a drive-through penalty. And the virtual safety car is over. The virtual safety car ended quite early, so I don't know if all of those guys got their entire benefit from that. But they definitely had to get some.
Kudos and Straw battle now into turn 4. That's Kudos around the outside, side by side with Straw. A little bit of contact. Straw will force him wide, and Kudos will back out of the move. Straw will keep 5th. Ellen the leader. Alfa Romeo running 2nd. Luca do 3rd. Nick K 4th, and Straw in 5th.
Obviously, both these guys yet to stop. They are on the same strategy. But the fact that they haven't appeared under that VSC might hurt them when they decide to go for their stops. We'll see how the gaps are going to be. So Thomas Vink is right up behind Counterfeit currently. He's got DRS. If he's going to be able to overtake him smoothly, it's going to be quite good for him. Goodrich is going back at Straw now. Down the inside is Straw. The guy's been fighting for a couple laps now. Straw might have just been able to get it. He's got DRS now. He's pushing with ERS. Goodrich is not making it easy for him. Now he's got the inside line. Braking late. Not too late. Because Kudos might just get a switchback just like he just did. And Kudos with the same exact switchback. Trying to get Straw. And he looks like he's just about done it. Straw is just going to back out of that one. And Thomas Vink has got ahead of Counterfeit.
Right now, the leader on that group of drivers that pitted is Cal Sess, but he's on the medium tire, so Thomas Vink is kind of the first driver on the hards. There's Luca Dude and Kudos coming into the pits.
Looking at Cal Sess now, he's on the freshest tires. Has Straw in front of him. He might have just held him up a little bit there. The guys ahead. Melon, Alfa Romeo, Nick K have not boxed. Cal Sess, the one at the front of the guys that have boxed. The pit delta right now, you could see Cal Sess getting the lead, but it might be a bit too far. Currently, the gap stands at 19 seconds. I'm not sure if you know what the pit delta is on this track. I guess he doesn't. Well, I don't know either, so I can't really say anything. But 19 seconds, although it being quite a short pit lane, I think it's going to be quite close between these guys. Obviously, you got to think, Cal Sess boxed quite early from those mediums, so that wear might catch up to him by the end. He is pumping out a fastest lap right there, so he's the fastest man on track. Charles just boxed. Thomas Vink currently has Wiesel in front of him, who's still yet to pit. He's going to want to try and make this move swiftly as possible. It looks like it's probably not going to happen coming down into this corner in turn 3. You see, yeah, he's having to stay back to not cause an accident, even though he's so much faster right now. Wiesel, it doesn't look like he's going to make it too easy for him. He's on the defensive line. He's pushing him wide. There's a bit of contact between the two. Thomas Vink went right into Wiesel's left tire there. I'm hoping that it didn't result in any damage, but that was a pretty hard hit as he finally gets up into P5. And we have Alfa Romeo finally coming into the box. Has Cal Sess's pit under the virtual safety car helped him out?
It looks like, from what I can tell, the pit delta is about 20 seconds or so. So Cal Sess is definitely inside that window, and he might have about a 2-second lead by the time Mellon finally pits.
And you have to remember, the tire warm-up stage is not going to help out Alfa Romeo too, because he's on those hards that he's switching to. So Cal Sess is looking really, really good right now with that strategy choice.
His tires are a little bit older, so he's going to have to take care of them the next 17 laps. But assuming he can take care of him, it looks like a pretty good strategy choice so far.
Yeah, he's looking at net P2 right now. Very, very good for him. Obviously, currently with all those strategies, they're going to come together later, these drivers later in the race, when all the strategies come together. Yet to stop, still Melon and Nick K. These guys are really holding out. Probably hoping that a safety car might come out. Don't want to risk it, but those cars, they can go for quite long. Want to box as late as possible. I don't know if hard soft is going to be a viable strategy. I don't think we're going to see anyone doing that.
The later you box, the fresher the medium tires are.
Of course. Here comes Straw. Going for the overtaking Kudos. Where have we seen this before? Kudos breaks right late. Straw doing his best to try and make the overtake stick. But Kudos stays ahead still. Oh my god. Coming at him like a rocket. Straw had to back out. But he's going down the inside. Kudos again on the outside. Has more momentum. Straw's going to really squeeze him. He's doing his best to maintain the position. It looks like he might have just pulled it off there. Straw goes up into P12. Currently being a net P10, I believe. Because we have Nick K to box.
Melon
Casper involved.
Melon, yeah,
Melon's
counterfeit
far too far ahead.
and Vixel. Here comes Luca Dude around the outside with DRS. He'll get the move done way before the corner and move the Silver Arrow up into 6th as he begins to chase down that Red Bull of Thomas Vink. The top
Oh my
5
God.
position, and we have a safety car.
Philip has lost his entire front wing, and that is going to be absolutely a delightful scene for Melon. He's going to get pretty much a full free stop. I mean, Nick K too even. I think Cass is going to get P2. Melon is absolutely delighted. His strategy's worked out perfectly for him. Can it go any better for this guy?
I don't know that it can.
And just like that, we have a AlphaTauri 1-2. Nick K, we'll see where he is going to come out. Thomas Vink has gone up into P4. But now, Melon is going to be absolutely the fastest guy on track with those mediums. And Castle's going to help keep the other guys behind who are on the hards.
Question is more, can he keep them behind? He's on those mediums. But here in about 3 or 4 laps, they're going to start to wear down a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to have to do another 15 laps. Also, some of them are going to be on the safety car, but... I mean, I think on this track it's doable, but you're going to get really, really high on wear.
Yeah, and this 1-2 would move AlphaTauri above Mercedes and possibly Ferrari. And the constructor standings up into 3rd. Behind only Williams and Red Bull.
Yeah, I mean, the Ferrari team at Antonio has not had the luckiest of races. Currently, he's in the traffic just between Melon and Carl Sess. And he's looking to unlap himself there. But the game mode, I think, is allowing him to.
How will lap traffic play a role in the final 13 laps of this race? Philip did go onto the softs. That's a strange choice with 13 laps to go.
I think he might just be aiming to get the fastest lap. Or just trying to go for a super aggressive strategy. Maybe he's got the crystal ball. We can see a safety car in the near future. Wow, that's a loud engine. Oh. Antonio attempting to unlap himself, just gets himself disqualified for the session, and Thomas Vink gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flag. I think we're gonna have to take that one with a grain of salt, because I don't think anything actually happened there for him to get it. I think he was trying to get himself ahead of the Haas. I think that's probably going to be a removable penalty. But the safety car is going to go for one more lap here.
Did you go to add?
What's that?
Did you go to add? Because it says it went to add.
Yeah. The ads play during the safety cars like that. So, who's the second commentator? Asked Max Fan. This is Bossman. Very good
How's it
commentator.
going?
Americano.
I don't know about that. We can go with Americana.
I thought my machine was bugging a bit, but I think it's fixed itself. I'm pretty sure we're going to have safety car in this lap. Let's see if Alfa Romeo can hold that 1-2 Calces. With the help of the safety car, it's probably going to be able to manage the tires a bit longer. But his aim right now is definitely just the P2. And to let Melon just absolutely go off into the distance. Alfa Romeo obviously going to want to do his best with that, but hard's going to be difficult for him.
You're keeping up with those medium tire AlphaTauris. A tall task.
Here goes Melon. Round the final corner, and he is gone. Calces, not much you can do. Stay with him. Alfa Romeo, Thomas Vink maintain their positions back at the midfield. Doesn't look like anything's crazy happening. Looks like that Haas is letting all those unlapped cars go through. As Luke gets a 3-second time penalty. Not many positions have changed here. Alfa Romeo quite deep in the inside. Looks like Thomas Vink might get a good exit there with a little bit of wheel spin. And that's his better exit in the bin. Nick K is on the mediums himself, has 3 laps, but is currently 1 second behind Thomas Vink. Doesn't want to let those guys get too far ahead of him. He's going to be on pretty good tires. He's on the same tires as Melon.
Melon is pulling a huge gap on Calces. He's pulled 0.8 of a second this lap. I don't know that Calces is really trying to keep up with him, but Alfa Romeo 0.7 behind Calces. He really just cannot keep up with these AlphaTauris.
As Baldez lost it in the final corner. I'm not sure what happened with him there. The Melon is definitely pulling away, and Calces is pulling him away himself. Because mediums, even though they're 11 laps, are still going to be doing good. Up ahead, Straw and Brim are going at it. Straw goes down the inside. At turn 3, there's a little bit of wheel banging. Brim is forced a little bit wide. But he's still got a very nice run out of turn 3 to help himself defend. P8, Straw, not going to give up that easily. Goes to the inside. Brim, even just about enough space, tries to use that curb on the inside. That's going to hurt his exit. Brim stays in P8, but he does have a 3-second time penalty that we do have to take into account. That could be removed though.
That was a great job of hanging it around the outside. You don't see many drivers capable of hanging it around the outside like that.
Yeah, it's a really difficult corner. His DRS is finally enabled. Calces is managed to stay in the DRS. I think this is the AlphaTauri game right now. Melon can definitely just blow right into the distance, but he's helping Calces with the DRS to help him defend from Alfa Romeo. Obviously, Alfa Romeo has DRS himself, so if he just leaves Calces sitting like a duck, That's going to be unfortunate as Daniel Bonner retires in the pits.
Huge DRS train here. This is from like 10th down to 12th or 13th. Everybody's side by side. It's like a NASCAR race at Daytona right now. But in Austria, as Brim and Straw side by side through turn number 7. Brim around the outside, can't take the outside in that corner, and he'll back out of it. He'll regroup and try to get back around the Williams through 9 and 10 as Kudos around counterfeit, and we have a Haas around. That's Phillip, who lost it at the exit of turn number 9. And he falls all the way down to 15th, and into the pits he goes.
Obviously, Phillip was on the soft, so he wasn't the craziest strategy ever. Here's Folkster, has the slipstream, has the DRS, has the ERS to help him go right past Folkster, right past Brim right now. But Brim is not going to make it easy. He's on the inside. Folkster doing his best. He has the DRS himself, but they both do. This is a very important overtake right now. Folkster, the switches to the inside. Brim tries to go for a switchback. Has a nice run out of turn 4. Folkster getting very close. They're trying to squeeze him. But it looks like he's just about kept P9. Oh, Vixel. He's retired from the session. He's off. And that's a full safety car. Hold on a second. This is going to change things.
Everybody's going to go onto the softs.
But here's the thing, right? Because Melon, his tires are not that bad. So if he boxes, I mean, some people behind might just not go. This is putting a lot of pressure on Melon for a good decision right now.
I mean, I think this is a lot like when you get a green-white checkered in NASCAR. You know, do you pit? Do you not pit? If the leader pits, you stay out. If the leader doesn't pit, you pit. It's a big old game of chicken.
Yeah, I think the play could be just doing whatever the opposite Melon does for this. Because if everybody boxes behind him, he's going to be a sitting duck.
But he's also got Calces behind him, so I don't know that he would. If Melon doesn't pit, I don't think Calces pits either.
See what Melon's going to do. Looks like he's going to stay out. Calces does the same. Alfa Romeo. He doesn't box. Thomas Vink, he stays out. The front 5 all staying out. No one blinking. No one wants to take the risk. Counterfeits jumped into the box. Kudos, Nuke, Bold, all done the same. But it looks like nobody wanted to risk it there. I can understand from Melon's point of view. I think nobody just wanted to lose those positions and find themselves in the midfield, which is understandable. Cass is going to be able to extend those mediums even longer, so that's going to help him out. And for the third time, this race is gonna lead the way on the safety car restart.
Is this the third? This is the second safety car this race.
Oh, I can't
We had
count.
one in the sprint race. No, I completely forgot as well.
Wait, we had the sprint race one, right, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, we had the sprint race one, and then we've had 2 today.
Yeah. We're gonna have to take a look at what those guys in the softs are gonna be able to do. Unfortunately for Vixel, his run with no points is gonna keep going. Same with Daniel. Brim boxes.
Brim is in.
I'm not sure about that one because he's going to go all the way to last because he decided to box super late. I don't know if that's the play. I think he should just stuck with what he decided in the first place. He's going for it though. His teammate's done the same. As it stands at the moment, Melon is going to get a 10-point swing on Alfa Romeo in the championship. 2 points as well from the sprints. That's a total of a 12-point swing. And that's going to cut down the lead to something. I'm going to calculate right now. Well, the lead currently is 16 points.
Yeah, it is 16. It is 16.
So a 12-point swing is going to put him within 4 points. Pressure is on Alfa Romeo right now. He's going to need to get past Calces here.
The safety car is in this lap, and Melon will lead them around turn number 8. He's got his teammate behind for some protection. 5 laps to go here in the Austrian Grand Prix. Trying to warm up those tires. A game of chicken. Will Calces wait when Melon goes? There goes Melon. Calces didn't get as good a start. He's going to be a little bit vulnerable to Alfa Romeo and Thomas Vink behind. So everybody stays nice and orderly up through turn number 1. Focuser will get around Straw further back.
Whoa!
8th. Oh, we have a crash.
Alfa Romeo's out.
That's-
And Thomas Vink lost it as well. And that is absolutely crazy because Melon right now is currently in place to take the win here and the lead of the championship. What just happened?
I have no idea what happened.
These guys just went in synchronized into the wall. Unbelievable. And these guys on the softs right now are going to be putting loads of pressure because they just inherited 2 positions for free.
Here comes Kudos, trying to get around Straw. He'll look to the inside in turn 9. Now switches to the outside, side by side. Kudos around the outside of Straw. He'll get the move done. Move Kudos up into 7th as he begins to hunt the Red Bull of Focuser up ahead. Calces can't keep up with Melon. Calces 1.2 seconds behind. Nick Kay a second behind Calces. Melon begins to pull away with 3 laps to go. Counterfeit looking on Kudos. He got around Straw as well. Kudos closing in on Focuser. Just can't quite find a way. It's really kind of a DRS train as Counterfeit lost a little bit of time. Almost ran into the back of Kudos into turn number 4.
Yeah, you can see Straw is a sitting duck on those 15-lap-old hards. He's got everyone on the softs just putting so much pressure on him. He has 4 more laps to try and hold out and take some points away from today. But it's not going to be easy. These guys are going to be very, very fast for this short amount of time. Look how much more grip Bold has coming through that section. As we have DRS finally enabled. Bold is right up tight in the slipstream. Has ERS. And that's going to help him make the move. Straw is going to have to settle for P10 at the moment. As Focuser and Faded going at it. Kudos is in the mix too. Kudos is going for P5 at the moment. As Faded jumped down the inside of Kudos. I'm not sure if that was the safest of moves to go for, but just like that, Focuser has to go off track, has to concede those positions. Faded goes up into P5. Oh, Ganzo diving down the inside. Focuser is just dropping like, oh my god, he's down to P9.
It looked like he might have locked up into turn 3.
Maybe he was going for a move that was too far fetched. That's why he locked up. Ball gets another 3 second, another 3 second time penalty, putting on 6 seconds and dropping back. Nick K currently within has a 3 second time penalty. Sorry. Luka dude is. Oh, what happened to Ball?
Bald? No idea.
I think he's going in to retire.
Melon made a mistake. The gap's down to 0.6 of a second. I don't know that he's going to try and overtake his teammate, though. His
I don't
teammate
think he'll be able to go for that move.
take the championship lead. He did make he had a little bit of a tank slapper out of turn 3. Nick K, though, closing in. He's got fresher tires than Calcess. I don't know that he can make a move right now, though. Gap's down to 0.2 of a second, though.
He's gonna want to extend at least one more second. He has to find at least a second in the final lap. Keep his podium. Right now, looks like his podium is going to Luka, dude. Kudos following behind on Faded.
There's going to be one more chance for this guy to make the move. Faded has DRS from Luca ahead. You have to take that 3 second time penalty with a grain of salt because it could be a removable one. He's really pushing for Calcess. Trying to get a move done. You see if Melon is giving his teammate DRS and a toe there ahead, but he has a lot of ERS. Calcess is flashing. That's going to help him try and go for the move. Calcess covering the inside. Goes on a little bit on the grass. Nick K around the outside. Calcess on the inside. Squeeze him a little bit onto the curb.
Oh!
That was a ton of contact by Nick K.
I think Nick K understood him.
He might have just lost it under power. But it's a 0.9 of a second gap up to Melon, and I don't know that he's going to catch him. Down to 0.6. He's beginning to close in. This could be for the win if the penalty's removable. He's got a fantastic run through turn 7. He's going to be all over the gearbox, possibly through turn 9. 0.3 of a second, it's not going to be enough. Melon through turn 9. Through turn 10. The Alpine on the back of him, it's not enough. The Alpha Tauri will win in Austria.
A 1-2 for Alpha Tauri. Luca taking that podium away from Nick K with that 3 second time penalty. Faded up into P4. Kudos P5. Nick K drops down to P6 with that penalty. Stra managed to hold out P7. Counter P8. Brim P9. Focus are in P10. And that rounds up the top 10 of Spielberg. Whoa, what a race. And Menon, just like that, is going to take the championship lead right from Alfa Romeo. A huge mistake from the Ferrari driver. It's just not something you can do when you want to win the championship. That's what the pressure can do.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fight to the end now, I guess. Melon's gonna have to push. So is Alfa Romeo if they wanna keep fighting for this. As we have, is this Focuser or
Thomas.
Okay. Unfortunate, finishing 12th out of the points. Driver of the day goes to Straw. Congratulations. Stay with us. We'll be back with interviews.
Yep, dive interviews coming right up. Thank you, Hey I'm Beast, for the follow. Real Tech Controls. Definitely Real Tech Controls there. I wonder who that is. Thomas Vink smoked the fastest lap at least, so no one else took that. Right, Mannon's going to be our race winner. That is 3 out of 4 races he's won. Or, yeah, 3 out of 4?
Yeah, 3 out of 4.
Unbelievable stuff.
I think this puts Alpha Tauri into P1 for the constructors. Nope, they are P8. Never mind.
Well, with a 1-2.
Well, rip race director.
Well, they were P5. They were P5. That might put them up into P3.
Think maybe P3. Yeah.
They'll
P3?
definitely get by Mercedes.
Definitely,
Possibly
yeah.
Ferrari.
Alright, coming up with the interview now with Melon. our race winner, Melon, and now provisionally the championship leader. Man, how you feeling?
Yeah, nobody wasn't about race. What can I say?
Yeah, I mean,
One day,
the
one
strategy
small.
went perfect for you.
Yeah, I was really lucky with the safety car. I gotta say that. It came perfect time.
And you definitely could have pulled off into the distance. You were helping Casas with DRS, it looked like.
Yeah, yeah, I was because he was with 14 laps. He rode like he pitted in lap 14 for medium. So I knew like we weren't in color or anything, but I knew his tires were gonna be dead. So I decided I'm gonna help him because for the constructors points as well, and because he deserved the P2.
For sure, Casas has done
Beautiful.
a really good job, and we talked to him right after you. But man, you must be feeling good. 3 out of 4 race wins. You're absolutely on a tear. And from what was a 12-point swing, now is I mean, what is that? 27 points on Alfa Romeo. That's going to put you nicely up into E1 in the standings with the next race at Baku, which I'm not sure how you're feeling about.
Oh my god, me and Baku do not get along very well, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I wish you good luck for it. Well, thank you, Medan,
Yeah,
for
thank
the
you.
interview.
See you guys.
Melon is now 17 points ahead of Alfa Romeo.
We'll talk now to Calces, the man who came P2, aced it with a strategy. You will talk to us, Calces, about your race. Very nice job.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite nice. I didn't expect so many people to start on mediums, able to keep up quite well. I was very happy. I was very happy with the virtual safety car because I was able to pit and get far ahead, but I did get kind of screwed by the later one. But in the end, it didn't make a difference.
Yeah.
I will say though, I owe that second place to Melon because I would have been dunked if he wasn't there.
Yeah, the AlphaTauri team game. Yeah, absolutely played it so well. 1-2. And yeah, is definitely gonna be happy with that. A huge return, Calces. P2. You can't be too upset with that, and especially you were feeling a little bit under the weather.
Yeah, I mean, finally, our race have been absolutely. Everyone's gone to shit lately, so I'm very happy about that.
Finally,
I was
some
able to
luck,
keep
eh?
it clean. So. Yeah, 100%.
It was bound to come at some point. Better late than never. Anyways, thank you for the interview, Calces. Really good job for today.
Thank you.
We're going to talk now to Alfa Romeo. Yo, Alfa Romeo.
Oh, what's up?
You gotta talk to us, man. What are you feeling?
Okay, should I start at the beginning or just straight up what I'm feeling?
What you want? This is your platform. Like you can say what you want. I want some insight into what happened at the end, though, as well.
Okay, what happened at the end? Thomas was so good at safety restarts. I was scared for my entire life every time. And I was pushing a lot, and my rear tires especially were like 80 degrees. So it was really hard to get the grip that I wanted. And usually I don't try to over push. But this time I didn't. Unconsciously. And I used ERS at the corner and exit and on the curb, and it was GG's.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. I mean, there's not many things you can say. Like sometimes
Well, the thing
races
is,
can just go that way.
I'm not too mad
Hmm.
because of the fact that I know it's like a concrete thing, a specific thing I can improve on.
Yeah.
And it's just a race. Next time Baku, I'm pretty good at Baku, so I will definitely try.
Yeah. Listen, championship definitely ain't over. You got a long season to go still. You've only just
Yeah.
past the halfway point. Obviously, Menon's come out strong out the gates, but you're still there. And definitely no time to give up now.
Definitely, exactly. That's how it is.
Anyways, unfortunate for today, but don't take it to heart. Sometimes it just happens. Thank you, Alfa Romeo, for the interview.
Yes, thank you too.
And that about rounds up the driver interviews. A very nice race today. A lot happened. And for the first one, I think we did pretty good, boss man. Obviously, we had to get used to each other a bit at the beginning, but good start, I think.
I agree. It was a very eventful race, especially at the end. That big crash between Alfa Romeo and Thomas Vink. But, you know, I'm loving it, and I'm looking forward to Baku next week.
For sure, for sure. Anyways, tomorrow we're gonna have Tier B's version of events for Austria, which is gonna be very interesting. And next week we've got Baku, which is definitely gonna be very chaotic, but it's Baku. What can you say? Thank you, everybody who's watching. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you to my fellow commenters. It's gonna be a goodbye from me and goodbye from Bossman and Arab.
Yeah. Goodbye, everyone.
See ya.